Remember when you were a little kid and you used to lie, exaggerate, misrepresent things to get yourself out of trouble? Your mom probably spanked those tendencies out of you by the time you reached 10, 11, 12, or at least before you got into college. Definitely before you became the Democrat nominee for president, the owners of a major media company, or a Harvard scholar. Oh, wait, just kidding. You can have a tenuous relationship with the truth and still become a Harvard scholar, like Rami Khouri, who is a Middle East Initiative Senior Fellow for the university's Belfer Center. Now, here's a little background on this illustrious scholar. Khouri suggested that South Carolina Senator Lindsey paying allegiance to Israel mirrors Islamist radicals paying allegiance to ISIS. He also said, in the eyes of Zionism, Palestinian kids are very provocative, simply by living and going to school in Palestine. So they get shot. Oh, gee whiz, I wonder why this tweet got 0 likes. It couldn't possibly be because that statement, just like its author, isn't grounded in reality, could it? And yeah, I'm positive those children are provocative completely of their own accord and aren't being, I don't know, encouraged to throw rocks at Israeli soldiers by their dads. Khouri said it's troubling, but not so unexpected, that Israelis support vigilante or even lynch mob killings of Palestinians. But the scholar leaves out one teensy-weensy fact. The Israelis were responding to a poll asking them if Palestinian Arabs should be killed on the spot or have their homes razed, given that they committed a terror attack. Khouri has also made conflicting statements about Israel's legitimacy, saying it's important to distinguish between pre-1967 and post-1967 Israel, just 3 days after saying Israeli colonialists had 7 decades of US support. It just doesn't add up. Of course, like every good little progressive, Khouri is quite the campus activist. He participates in the anti-Israel boycott, divest, and sanction movement, and he has compared Israeli society to South African apartheid.
I find myself all the time when people talk about the Middle East, whether it's about Arab-Israeli issues, about democratic transformation in Arab countries, whatever the issue may be, I always remind them that there were other intractable conflicts in the world and bad situations that changed. Northern Ireland, South Africa.
Unsurprisingly, the scholar also has very strong opinions about how President Trump vowed to eradicate terrorism. Let's have a listen.
He's using it as a way to promote some of his anti-immigration policies, as well as to address some of the fears that have been exaggerated in the United States because of terror attacks. The U.S. actually has been the least affected by terrorism after 9/11, that is.
Yeah, why don't we wait until it gets really bad before we do anything? That sounds like a great idea. Reactive policy is definitely better than proactive policy. How many innocents need to lose their lives before Khouri thinks it's time to get tough on terrorism?
Which is interesting, but it's not really a foreign policy issue. It's more catering or pandering to domestic Islamophobes and xenophobes and white nationalists and racists and other people who have supported him.
Of course, wanting to stop Islamic terrorism is Islamophobic. It is completely irrational to fear jihadis, AK-47s, bombs. These are just all tools of cultural enrichment. Campus Unmasked reached out to Khouri for comment, but received none in time for press. But we understand. Formulating propaganda is very time-consuming work. For Campus Unmasked, I'm Rob Shimshock. If you like this video and support our mission, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website campusunmasked.com. If something happens on your campus and you'd like us to investigate further, please send us the details, including photo or video evidence.